Go ahead.
Well, today, because I kind of helped prepare the slides, so there are at least two things it didn't come to my mind before. One is the critical signal in the, like it says here, the in vivo physiologic state. What would be the cell type that's produced trail? And it, I guess it kind of was in the back of my mind, but I wasn't thinking too hard on it, so it hardly come to my mind. But today I tried to prepare the slide, makes it kind of remind me again, make it more clear. The trail, natural trail, mostly is found to be produced by natural killer cells. And this is the, I guess, the physiological protection mechanism. And its job, as it's produced by natural killer cells, so its job is to kill the tumor cell. But exactly what sense, exactly why the tumor cell will produce the target for trail, that is one question we don't quite understand. And so, in a way, when you were describing this, use the tumor model to apply to the arthritis model, I was thinking, in fact, that's true. Not necessarily trail is functioning or effective in killing tumor cell in vivo all the time. And so that's why when you give this exogenous anti-DR5, it was able to induce more cell death. So that means the NK cell is not functioning right, or there's alternative mechanism that the natural trail versus the DR5, the killing efficiency is not the same. But nonetheless, so because a lot of tumor cell is sensitive to trails, so that means they do express DR5. It is just there's not good ligand or no good cross-linking antibody to induce this signal so that the cell is not killed. So that's one thing to think about, why these cells, although they express DR5, they're not killed properly. So that's one thing to think about. And another things, I think today it reinforced my attention to that is the any other mechanism induce the trail killing, that is the reactive oxygen species, because so in the tumor model, again, this is linking by the tumor model that it was described in that tumor cells, because the macrophage produce the inflammatory response, so that leads to generation lots of reactive oxygen species. And we kind of know that DR5 killing is not the same as the phosphate-ligand interaction. So for the DR5, we kind of think that it is a way of damage-related apoptosis pathway. So when signaling through the P53, something like that, this is the time that the sensitivity of DR5 killing is enhanced. So that fits with the reactive oxygen species model. But in the case of rheumatoid arthritis, that's kind of one can easily link this with that, because in the RA synovium there's a lot of inflammation ongoing, and the inflammatory macrophage seems like that will produce a lot of reactive oxygen species. So does that mean the inflammatory macrophage, they themselves produce, so now become activated with the expression of DR5, or do they have that kind of triggers the apoptotic signal for DR5, and so that so that's why these cells now are sensitive to TRIA killing. So that's one possibility. And we have not explored that possibility in the past, and so that's definitely something we should look at, because we kind of look at it. It doesn't correlate with the cell proliferation, and we couldn't find a good mechanism why RA synovium is more sensitive to OA synovium or OA cells. So that's definitely something we should look at. But again, there's another question: is why NK cells are not doing its job in the RA synovium? Are there NK cells there or not? And if there are they producing trail? And so the question is, maybe the NK sense the RA cells different from NK sensing the tumor cell, because there may be specific antigen or specific signaling response that tells the NK cells that these are tumor cells, whereas in the RA, that these macrophage or synovium, for some reason, they are not able to recruit the NK and then start the NK killing response. And so that's something, so maybe there's some difference between RA and then the tumor cells. And so the NK cell may not be producing trail to do its NK killing function. So these are the new things I can